ladies and handsome niggas, what is up? It's your girl China back with another banger video. So before we get into the video, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who is living with anxiety. Alright? So before I give you guys the juice, I'm gonna let you know that I also live with anxiety. I struggle with it a lot. So yeah, I got experience. My tips that I'm gonna be giving to you guys is the things that I use on a daily basis. So definitely watch the whole video if you wanna deal with that shit. Okay. My first tip to you guys is to pray. I know all of my videos, almost all my videos, got prayer in it. That's because I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. You know what I'm saying? If you are living with anxiety, try to pray to God about it. You know, sometimes it does feel weird, you know, praying about anxiety and all that kind of stuff, but trust me, it helps. Even if it's not that long, you know what I'm saying? You can just pray for 2 minutes a day and just ask God to help you live through anxiety. You know what I'm saying? It will help. Trust me, it does help. There's this thing about prayer, y'all already know. It makes you feel a bit different, you know, it calms you down and all that kind of stuff, and that is what you're actually looking forward to do, you know, feel calm most of the time, because anxiety is real, guys. It does fuck people up. So pray to God about it and trust and believe in God that He will help you break through anxiety, and you will. Okay, you will. My second tip to you guys is to take pills. For an example, me, I take these Himalaya meds. I got them from Clicks. They were 120 something. I'll get the price for you and put it down here so that you guys can see. These pills, they help with a lot, you know, especially when you're at school. They help you study, concentrate, anxiety, mood swings, and all that kind of stuff. Like, especially it deals with your mind, if I may say. They do help mentally, no matter what you are struggling mentally. I highly recommend you guys to get these pills, and yeah, they've changed my life, especially since a lot of things happened to me last year when I was in matric. So yeah, I had a whole lot of pressure, anxiety, you know, couldn't focus at school and all that kind of stuff. So especially when you're studying, I highly recommend you guys to get yourself these, and I ain't gonna know other tip better than this one. So definitely go to Clicks and get yourself some Himalaya mentals. This is what they look like, but I will warn you, they do smell nasty and they look a bit weird. I don't know, it's like dog more or something. I really don't know. I really don't know what's in here, but all I know is that they help. Okay. My other tip to you guys is to ask for help. You know what I'm saying? I know people with anxiety struggle with talking to people about whatever they're going through, especially family. So if you are one of those people, I highly recommend you guys to go to Google and get some number that you can call. I also have numbers. If you want me to give you guys, let me know in the description box down below, and I'll be more than happy to give the number to you guys. Call. It is much better talking with someone you don't know rather than a family member who knows you, because sometimes you feel like you're going to hurt them, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, give it a shot, you know what I'm saying? It's free. If you don't have money, you can start by calling this number and talking to that person. They will help you, trust me. My second tip would be to go to counseling. If you have money, you can go out for counseling. They do have counseling for free in some places, especially like clinics. What else? Yeah, that's all I know. Clinics do offer counseling for free, unless if you don't feel comfortable talking to someone who isn't on that level, you know what I'm saying? You can get yourself a counselor. There are websites which do help as well. I'll try to get the links to them and put them on the description box down below for you guys to try. My other tip to you guys is to make things that make you happy, you know what I'm saying? Especially, let's say you are currently having anxiety disorders, right? Even if you don't go out and buy yourself something that you like, you can do it on your mind, you know what I'm saying? Because the mind is the worst enemy, I believe. Try to settle down, you know, and just imagine your happy place, you know, whatever it is, or someone that makes you happy. Just think about that person or that place or whatever it is, your achievements and all that kind of stuff. That will also make you feel a bit calmer, you know what I'm saying? Because anxiety attacks a lot when there's a whole lot of things going wrong around us, or when you feel pressurized, overwhelmed and all that kind of stuff. So I highly recommend you guys to just take a minute and imagine your happy place or your happy person. It may be your crush. Just imagine your crush coming to you, telling you how much he loves you. I know it sounds crazy, but it does help. Me, it helps. It helps. For me, it does work. So don't judge me, okay? Okay. Another tip to you guys is to just think about it. You know what I'm saying? What made you have anxiety? How did it start? When did it start? And all the negative effects that it has on you. Try to write them down and then find a way of dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? It is much easier to deal with a thing if you know how it got into you and all that kind of stuff. So give you a minute and just be real with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna judge you. Take a book or whatever. That's why I always recommend you guys to get yourself some journals, which I do have. Journals do have, it's like therapy in a way. So I highly recommend you guys to get yourself a journal and write things down. If you feel like someone's gonna read your journal, like you don't feel safe writing things down, you can just write it on a piece of paper and then throw it away when you already feel good. Write it down. What made you have anxiety, or why are you currently having anxiety, or why are you feeling anxious at the moment? Write it down and then write how would you deal with the issue at the moment. You know what I'm saying? That does help. If you ain't gonna take that tip, then you're gonna die, bitch. Period. My other tip to you guys is to practice deep breathing. People say it's nasty or it's kind of weird. I know it felt weird for me as well when I was starting, but as time went by, you just get used to it. It's kind of a habit. You know what I'm saying? If you feel anxious, just take a minute and just breathe. Breathe. Maybe like inhale you can count up to 5 and then exhale counting up to 5. You can do this 10 or 20 times depending on how much you feel anxious. It does help. Deep breathing helps with everything, not just anxiety, a lot of things. So yeah, practice deep breathing. Okay. My other tip to you guys is to practice mindfulness. This one is kind of the same with the tip that I just told you, but it's a bit different because now we're talking about yoga. Even if it's not yoga, I know people don't like doing yoga. You might just do it for 2-3 days and then you're done. I know. Maybe you can take walks, surround yourself with people that make you happy, video call your family if you are away from them, whatever it is that makes you feel at your best, I could say. I highly recommend you guys to do that, but most of the time yoga does help, so just give it a shot. You won't die. It doesn't kill. Okay? It doesn't kill. Try it and you'll thank me later. Okay, my other tip to you guys is to journal. Like I said before, journaling is key. It is key, not just for babies or I don't know, for everyone. You should try journaling. Let me give you tips on how to journal, just in case you don't know how to do it. It's not like writing a diary. It is the same, but it's different in a way. Kind of manifest, yeah. Let's say you are anxious about an upcoming test, you know what I'm saying, or your relationship or money, whatever it is that makes you anxious. It changes daily, so yeah. Try to get yourself a journal and write whatever that makes you feel anxious in a much calmer way. Most of the time I journal, I use the manifesting formula, if I could say. Write the dates, right? And then dear universe, because we are manifesting, right? Dear universe, and then write 5 things that you are grateful for, which are your gratitudes. If you don't feel like you are grateful for a lot of things, because now you are on this anxiety shit and like you're full of negative stuff, you can just say, dear universe, I'm thankful for waking up today, grateful for having a family that loves me, being surrounded by people who support me and all that kind of stuff. If you don't have anything to be grateful for currently, there is something you will be grateful for no matter what. Okay, bitch? Okay. Then the next step you can take is write whatever that makes you feel anxious. For an example, an upcoming test, and you know that you haven't been attending class. That is why you are anxious, right? Right, Roots. Okay, I wasn't attending class and I doubted myself. I was so anxious, but now I wrote my test and the results came back and I passed my test. You know, write it as if it has already happened. You know, the feeling that you desire to have has already happened, or you are currently feeling it. You know, just write, I'm so excited or happy, or you know, I feel blessed because I passed my test, God was with me, da 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 da. Whatever it is, write it as in like it already happened or you are currently feeling it. The key to this is to when you journal, right? When you script, make sure that you are on your best emotions, even if you're struggling with anxiety. I know it's hard to be, you know, pretend as if you're happy when you're not, but it does help because manifesting doesn't work if you are negative and all that kind of stuff. So try smiling, it does help. That is why I'm asking you guys to get yourself journals, because now when you are manifesting, remember, you smile, you know, just imagine things that you are looking forward to have already happening, as if like you already have whatever it is. So girl, the book, this thing right here, it's the best you can have, trust me. So yeah, highly recommend you guys to journal. Won't be easy when you start, but like in 2 weeks you'll be okay. Trust me, you'll be fine. Okay. My other tip to you guys is to eat a well balanced diet. I know people don't like this fact, but it is true. If you are an anxiety person, you should always be careful of what you eat. If you are one of those people who eat a lot of junk food, fatty food, whatever it is, something that just has a lot of oil, that is not for you. You should just change your diet, you know, even if you don't change it completely, but just try to make a few changes here and there, and then as time passes, you'll get used to it. You know what I'm saying? You'll make the changes, baby steps, because nobody want to put themselves under pressure. I don't want to put you under pressure as well. So that is why I'm saying take baby steps, and then, you know, you'll just get used to it. Period. Other tip to you guys is to exercise. I haven't exercised in a while. That is why I'm anxious, I think, because it used to be my habit back at home. But I'm gonna get back to the gym, you know, and get the shape. But we're not talking about that right now. What I'm trying to say to you is exercising kills a lot of negativity in your head. I don't know how. I'm not a science girl. I don't know what's going on. Never studied physics and all that kind of stuff. But I just know that exercising does help when it comes to anxiety. So try doing that, and you know, you will get better in time. Yeah, those are all the tips that I got for you. If you get any question, hit me up on my DM or comment on the description box down below, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Remember, anxiety is not the end of the world for you. You can still live through anxiety no matter what happens. I know it hits sometimes. You know, days aren't the same. Sometimes you be feeling good, sometimes you're excited, sometimes you're antisocial, sometimes it's a whole lot of emotions, right? But just take it as a gift, you know what I'm saying? Being different from other people is such a blessing. For me, it is a blessing, you know what I'm saying? I used to fight that feeling back in the days, but now I can see it's okay. Being different is kind of a blessing, because now there's this thing that attracts people to you because you are different, you know what I'm saying? So just don't think too much about it. You know, you got anxiety, so what? It's either you work through it or you die through it. So it's up to you. I already gave you tips. I hope these tips help you, and good luck with your life. Hopefully you will pass and you will conquer, depending on what you want to do. Because I know anxiety sometimes I just don't want to live without it, you know what I'm saying? I know I gotta take my meds, but I'm like, I'm not gonna take it because it's fun. It is fun. Anxiety is fun sometimes, but not always. I have a bonus tip to you, which I just thought about. Cutting yourself. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I wrote anxiety here, and on my other words, I cut myself. So yeah, like I told you, I have experience. When you feel like cutting yourself, I got this from my therapist. she told me which I should hold ice blocks when I feel like cutting myself, because it's kind of an addiction. You know, you're just shivering. You feel like you want to cut yourself. You need to see yourself bleeding and all that kind of stuff, which is nasty. But when you feel like that, I highly recommend you guys to get yourself an ice block and hold it in your hand till it melts down. It is painful, but not as cutting yourself. But it does help, because now your mind doesn't focus on the negative things that you're thinking about. It focuses on the pain of holding this ice. That is why we cut ourselves, because when we wanna shift our mind from whatever it is that we're thinking to feeling this pain. It's not necessarily about blood and all that kind of stuff, if you understand me. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So yeah, I highly recommend you guys to stop touching yourself, because you're only hurting yourself even more. Now you're hurt physically, mentally, emotionally, all that kind of stuff. You don't want to put pressure to yourself. So highly recommend you guys to use this tip if you are one of those people who cut themselves. And yeah, those would be my tips and tricks. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone you know who lives with anxiety. Let's help people out there. You know what I'm saying? Okay.